Well, today we are on a Region Media road trip. I want you to stay with us over the next few minutes because what we're about to show you is truly amazing. I've got to say, though, I feel as though I'm a little overdressed to be out here. We're at Woodbury Ridge, right next to Sutton Village. Andrew Cook from Capital Plus One is with us to tell us about this amazing opportunity. Mate, thank you so much for joining us. You've got the RMs on. You're absolutely dressed fine. Tell us about Woodbury Ridge, what it is and how can we be a part of it?
Beautiful. So Woodbury Ridge is a ecologically sensitive development. We're just on the edge of Sutton Village here, so about 7 kilometres to the ACT border. It's only a stone's throw, but it's a beautiful little subdivision of 66 blocks. In total, the site's roughly 200 hectares, and we're locking up 100 hectares of that in what's called 4 stewardship sites. So they're ecologically sensitive, and they will be maintained and preserved for ecological conservation purposes in the future.
Yeah, so they're the stewardship sites. What about the other areas? What's the makeup there?
So there's 4 distinct precincts within Woodbury Ridge. We've got blocks down by the village. They're all a bit smaller. They're 5,000 square metres, but still massive by Canberra standards. Where we're standing now is called the Hilltop Precinct. So we've got 32 of those. They range in size from 1 hectare up to 2.5 hectares. And then down by the river behind us, we've got 11 blocks. They again start from 1 hectare and move up to about 2.4 hectare.
I've got to say, as we stand here recording this as well, we've got an audience of a whole bunch of cows. So we are right in the middle of farmland, aren't we?
Well, we are, but we've got all the amenity of Sutton Village. We've got the school within walking distance. We've got the preschool, the bakery, the chemist, the shops, and yet we're only about 7 kilometres from the ACT border. So 20 minutes into the CBD. It doesn't get much better than this if you want a rural residential lifestyle. For
those who have environmental and sustainability at the top of mind, this must be very exciting.
It is. So this is the first subdivision to be approved under the New South Wales Biodiversity Conservation Act. So there's a lot of firsts involved in Woodbury Ridge. It's the first of that kind. It's the first time we've seen stewardship sites set up with the intention of having occupiers living on them. So this really is the way forward, I think, for residential development in the capital region, because what we've managed to do here is preserve the ecological values that were on the site, and we've managed to offset what little impact we are having by creating those stewardship sites.
What do you think people will love about living here?
Oh, look, the easy thing is, and the feedback we're getting is the proximity to Canberra. You know, it really is so close. 20 minutes to the CBD, 15 minutes to Gungahlin Town Centre. You can go the back way into Bonner if you want. It's only about 10 minutes. So the proximity, the location, the connectivity. But then they come out here and they're so pleasantly surprised by the village atmosphere. We had the Sutton Village markets kick off for the first time on Sutton. We've got the beautiful bakery that's gone from strength to strength, all within walking distance of a great primary school, preschool. You know, it's not very often you can get a hectare and a half of land and still walk your kids down to the local school, grab the milk on the way home and come back and log on and do your work from home.
Happily also, we're in winery country out here, aren't we?
We are. So we've got Talladangra Hill Winery and a few others in the region, so definitely encourage people to enjoy all the fruits that are on offer in the local region.
Okay, now I know you've got a pretty good website, so let's get that address out and then I'm going to ask you about the ballot process. So first of all, website?
So it's woodburyridgesutton.com.au. That's where all the information will be published as we move forward.
Okay, and what about the ballot process? Because no doubt there's plenty of interest.
We've had very strong interest. A lot of people who grew up in and around Sutton wanting to get back in. Such a tightly held little community historically. A lot of people from outer parts, you know, Gunning, Collector, etc., wanting to be a little bit closer to Canberra. And of course, we're getting the tree changes, which is fantastic.
Yep. So how do we get a part of it?
So we're running a ballot process given the interest we've had. So on the 26th of September, we'll open ballot registrations. We've got 2 weeks to register. We'll draw the ballot and then we'll notify everyone of the outcome of their place in the ballot. The following weekend, we'll have a block selection day. So we'll invite the first 150 or so people to come on down to the Sutton Village Hall, and we're going to basically start the day with whoever gets number 1 in the ballot process. They'll have the pick of the bunch from what's available. They'll pay a 10% deposit and exchange contracts on the day. That block will be removed from the market, and then we'll invite number 2 in, and we just work our way through until we've sold all the blocks in the first release.
Wonderful, mate. Okay, it is exciting on so many levels. I feel as though I need to get a pair of overalls on and go round up them cows. Thank you so much for having us out here and good luck with the development.
Thanks for having us. Really appreciate it.
Okay, Woodbury Ridge, it could be your next residence. Check it out online.